Hey everyone, welcome back to the JavaScript course. So in this video, we'll be looking into the if-else statements inside JavaScript. And if you find this interesting, let's get started right away. So in this video, we'll be exploring about the if-else condition inside of JavaScript. So inside my VS Code, I've opened up my index.html file, my style.css file, as well as my script file. And there is some basic boilerplate code inside my index file and some basic styling given to the style.css file and a basic console.log message inside my script.js file. Okay. So now let's start exploring about the if else condition. Okay, so the way this works is you're gonna write the if keyword and you're gonna write some expression that is some condition. Okay, so if that becomes true, you're gonna execute some piece of code. All right. If this is false, that means if whatever the expression over here, it did not satisfy the condition, then we're gonna come to the else block and then we are gonna execute over here, execute the else condition. Okay, so that's the way the if else condition works. It's easy to understand. The one thing to remember is if any of the condition becomes true inside the if condition, then whatever is there inside the curly braces, it's going to get the lines of code is going to get executed line by line. Else if that's not the case, then it's going to go to the else condition and it's going to execute all the statements line by line. So let's say we have multiple expressions, I mean multiple if conditions, so that is conditional multiple condition checking. So for that reason we'll be making use of else if. That's the second thing. So it goes like this. Let's say if expression 1 equals to true, then we are going to execute the if condition. Okay, so here else if expression, let's say expression 2 equals to true, we are going to execute the first else if condition. The first else if condition. Okay, let's have another else if expression number 3 equals to true, then we are going to execute the second else if condition. Yeah, the second else if condition. Else if none of the statements are true, we are directly going to the else block, and over here we're going to execute the statements. Okay, that is line by line. Okay, so let's understand this with the help of a better example. Let's comment this out for now and let's initialize a variable or a number equals to 10. Okay, so we are going to apply the condition that if number equals to 10, so whatever is whatever expression we are writing over inside the if condition, it's going to check. So if that is true, we're going to say console.log the condition is true and the if statement gets executed. Okay, else we're going to say console.log the given condition is false and is currently in the else block. Okay, so yeah, let's check out the code properly. So on line number 18 we are initializing a const number equals to 10. So number is a variable holding the value of 10, and inside the if condition we are checking if number equals to 10. Okay, so yeah, it is true. That means it's going to go into the braces and then it's going to execute the statements line by line. So it has only one statement, that is console.log. Okay, and we are not going to go into the else condition. It directly comes to line number 25. Okay, so let's go check out the console once. Okay, let us again press on the live server and let's open up our console. Yeah, so the condition is true and the if condition and the if statement gets executed. Okay, so yeah, of course the first condition is true because number equals to 10. Yeah, so let's say I give 40. If number equals to 40, let's see what is going to be the output. It's going to go to the else condition because the first condition of course fails, right? Yeah, so the given condition is false and is currently inside the else block. So now let's understand about the multiple condition thing, that is the else if as well as the if and else. Okay, so for that reason, let's say const book equals to, let's say, math for now, and we're going to apply the condition, that is if the book value, whatever it is equal to, let's say, history, then we're going to say console.log book history book is, I mean, we have found the book. Okay, again, if that's not the case, that is else if, let's say, book equals to science. Yeah, again I'm gonna say console.log we have found the book. Okay, else if book equals to, let's say, English. Again, let's change the console.logs, because if even any of the statements gets executed, we are gonna what do you say, we're just gonna show the same message, right? So we'll say history book we'll just give the name of the book for now, and this is gonna be science, this is gonna be English. If none of the statements gets executed, it's gonna go to the else block, right? So it's gonna be console.log, and we are gonna say math, right? Yeah, so in the first condition, it's gonna check if the book equals to history. Okay, so it becomes false because the book is math. It goes into the first else if condition and checks if the book value is equals to science. Yeah, it becomes false because the book is math, and it comes to the second else if condition, and again it becomes false because the book equals to English over here. So finally it comes into the else block, and then it starts executing the statements line by line. That is, it's gonna print math book inside the console. So let's come back to the console and check it out. Yeah, so math book is printed. Okay, so that's pretty much how the if else condition works. So we will just do one more small thing regarding the number. So let's say const age equals to 18, and we're going to apply a condition, that is if age is greater than or equal to 18, then console.log, you're going to say you're eligible to vote or something like that. So you're eligible to vote now. Okay, if that's not the case, so over here we're going to apply the else condition, and then we're going to say console.log you are not eligible to vote now. Okay, so that's inside the else condition. So we firstly we are initializing a random dummy date, that is 18. Okay, so it's going to check over here if 18 is greater than or equal to 18, which is true. So it's going to come to the the if condition, and then it's going to execute all the statements line by line. So it's going to print the first console. So let's save the file, and then let's look at the console. Yeah, so it's going to say you're eligible to vote now. So let's just change the value. Let's keep it 5 for now. So it's going to come to the else condition because the first condition has been failed, right? So for that reason, yeah, it's going to say you're not eligible to vote now. So that's it about the basic understanding of the if else condition. That is, if some condition becomes true, then that block of code is going to get executed, and the else condition is just going to be as it is. And if the if condition becomes false in some case, then the if condition is going to remain the same. I mean, it's not going to execute any piece of code, whereas all the statements line by line are going to be executed by the else statement. Okay, so that's the way the if else condition works. I think that's it about the basics of the if else conditions. It's JavaScript. I think that's it for this video. Let's see in the next video, and then thank you for watching.